not a good thing because it means Bernardo wants to get rid of it. This is the Penn Terminal Building. The Penn Terminal Building opened in 1920, again a response to the Pennsylvania Station being here for 10 years. Significant because of its beautiful cornice. This building, again, could be repurposed and is actually in good shape. There's not that much that needs to be done. And there are tenants in this building as it is anyway. As you can see, also vibrant street level, by the way, too. Not great, but vibrant. But this, right here, the Stewart Hotel, which has an immense amount of history as well, too. Not as much as Hotel Penn, but the Stewart Hotel was recently renovated. It's actually really gorgeous in there. I don't know if you've been in there. They've spent a lot of money making it modern, but also keeping the Beaux-Arts designs that were built in here. Now, the architects were associated with George Post, and George Post was a really big architect at the time. This also opens around the same time as the Penn Terminal Building does. And when it opened, the gala celebration they had was attended by Al Smith, was attended by
Al
FDR.
Smith.
It was attended by LaGuardia. These were up-and-coming New York politicians who wanted to be associated with this place. It was called the Governor Clinton Bath. Very funny story that makes this quirky and also historically significant. You know who lived here for a time? Nicola Tesla.
No, really?
Like, he lived in the New Yorker too. He loved to live in hotels around here. But Nicola Tesla, when he lived in here in I believe it was 34. 24? 34. He was broke. So do you know how he paid for his room to live here for a year? He put in a safe deposit box, a big box, and he said to the owners of the hotel, this is a highly top secret death threat that I have developed. This is in the safety deposit box as payment for me staying here. When he died in 1943, the FBI had to come and get this safe deposit box in the thought that it might have been toxic or a death threat. When they opened it up, it was just an electric. It was all a joke. But of course, the significance of the fact that Nikola Tesla stayed here, a famous roster of people stayed here, and a delightful building of architecture from the early 20th century. You're transitioning from Beaux-Arts into Edwardian, into in between. It's a gorgeous place which has been renovated. Why are we going to wipe it off the map? To replace it with a super tall, and a super tall, and a super tall.
But how does that work? Like, you own that
That
hotel,
means that
and
pretty
then
little
you'll
building
tear
would
down
go
your,
to
Eminent
that
domain.
says Mannheimer building.
Probably. Yeah.
Which is
So I don't know what the
priceless,
negotiations are.
priceless.
So here's the lie that they're telling everybody.
Federal money and you don't get much.
Yeah.
and you probably don't get much.
If I get evicted, they'll give me $6,000.
So we
Well,
are
that's easy in
trying.
New York City to get a place for that.
We are trying to fast track landmarking because the Stewart is in on it, and also City Landmarks is in on it too. So we're actually putting the paperwork in as we speak. That and the Penn powerhouse, which we're not going to see today on this floor. But the lie that's being told, I'm just going to say it's a lie because I know this area very well, is that we need all of this land, this and then 30th where we're going next, to build Penn Station South.
That's ridiculous.
So Penn Station South is 8 additional tracks moving from the corner of 31st Street, where track 1 basically ends in Penn Station right now, to add track capacity for the new Metro North that's coming in. To do that, what Cuomo first said, what we need to do is raise the whole block so we can open it up again, build the tracks, and then while it's raised, we'll just put new buildings. And by the way, the tax revenue from these buildings will pay for your Penn improvement. It's all bullshit.
Right.
It's all bullshit.
Right.
And then we were hoping maybe Hochul would be like, oh, this is bullshit, and not do it. But no, he's fallen hook, line, and sinker for it.
Right.
So, exactly.
There will be no
We do
tax.
not need to raise these buildings to extend traffic capacity.
Right.
If we would have done that, we would have had to destroy Grand Central Terminal to build these side access. Could you imagine if somebody said, to get Long Islanders into Grand Central, we have to get rid of Grand Central and the
No.
entire neighborhood around it?
There would.
That infrastructure goes under Roosevelt Island. They haven't touched anything. You don't need to touch this either. You can spend the money, you can extend Penn, and you don't have to touch this building or this building. It's all a balance. Is that what you want for your neighborhood? No, absolutely not. All right, now to the real meat of it. the place where people live, where you live, 30th Street.